Coffee just smells so much better on Friday. That dark roast, the earth, the chocolate. Oh, it's Friday. You made it. And we've been talking about what can I do in these times? How can we be the church? And it's been more challenging given everything going on, but there's still ways we can do it together, and we've been walking through. Cut ourselves some grace. The world's crazy right now, right? Step one, grace. It all starts with grace. Grace shall be saved. Grace, the gift from God. Amazing grace, right? It starts with grace. Then we go into educating ourselves about needs, different perspectives than our own callings that God is giving us, right? This listening action. And then 3, we talk about our community, bringing callings to the community, sharing, working together, strengthening the mission, right? The Spirit working in this way. And then yesterday we talked about giving, supporting, engaging, sharing, right? This is a way that no matter what, we can always contribute in this way. And sharing is a nice segue to today. I said before, sharing in this online age, while a lot of things are more difficult, sharing is really easy. You said share. Maybe even write something. Watch out. And, when we're in normal times, we invite people to church. When they come, we talk to them in the hallway lobby. During worship, we hopefully help them with the service. Someone sitting next to them, showing them how it's done. We follow up with people, get contact info, we put them in Realm. We invite them to other events. Right? These are ways that we invite, we share. Well, we can't really do that right now in this pandemic, can we? We have to do it a different way. And you know what? It took a pandemic, but thanks be to God, we're doing new things. The church needs to do new things. I hate to tell you, if you're my age or younger, you didn't. Most of the people, not most, but a good number of people, they didn't grow up going to church. I don't know what a narthex is. That's why I said lobby hallway. I don't know what sanctuary is. That's why it's worship space. Language matters, right? But then also, if you've never been to something, tell me this. If you've never been to something, with the off chance of invite to say you've never been to church, oh yeah, you want to come to church? It's at 9. What's church? The only things they know about church is from the media, which is not always the best, right? And so, what are we inviting them into? We're inviting them into a dynamic space where people have gifts and callings and support one another. And they give to each other. They identify needs. They're serving the community and beyond. That's what we're inviting people into. And this is a chance now to show them something bigger than what we have been before. It's easier than ever. And it's funny, the stats have come in. Before this, we knew. Most people will watch online for about a year before coming in person. And that's good online. Most people won't come or even click on the things they see on the first time. It takes repetition. We've known this for years. So guess what? The pastor just asking once, it's not going to be enough. In fact, we also know that they're less likely to come when the pastor invites, because the pastor has to invite versus a normal person. The invitation is more likely to be received. So why do we rely on a model where the pastor has to go recruit in person to invite them to a thing they don't understand? No! That's the model of 1993, right? The world has changed. Someone comes knock on my door, I'm already annoyed. In 2020, right? It's like, oh, what do they want? Versus I get a Facebook invite. Oh, okay, I can watch something on Facebook. People think differently now. And so, yeah, we're sharing that we believe church is a great thing, and it is. But we have to show them that. That's we can help. We can tell the story. Why church is important. Why we love being part of it. Why we want you to be a part of it. And the story can't be because we want more giving and more numbers, attendance. That's not a good story. And that's not the story of the church anyway. The story of the church is a group of people that are inspired by their faith and their God to make a difference, to live out the teachings of Jesus Christ, to follow where the Spirit leads, making a difference in a world that needs it. So I think we've done the church a disservice by how we've invited for so long, and I'm thankful that God is giving us a new opportunity to learn how to invite. So I think people are worried. I don't know the theology well enough. Well, you're a member of the church, aren't you? Why do you think the new member is going to need to know the perfect theology? The church is full of people without perfect theology because we're in this together. We're learning together. I don't have perfect theology, and I have a degree in it. We're all on this journey together. It's about what's in our hearts, wanting to make a difference and follow our Lord in God's way. It's about combining something greater than ourselves, even despite our differences. These are the kind of things we're inviting people into. Oh yeah, and we have coffee. Always a plus, right? I think it's time to realize the things we're inviting people into is what we've been talking about all week. We want to do something. There are needs. We have gifts. Our community is bringing new ideas all the time. We're staying ahead of the curve, and we're community, where we support each other, where we love one another, carry each other's burdens, give to this mission, engage in this mission together, share this mission together. If we do all 5 of these things that we've talked about this week, if we follow this calling from God, like I said, you don't have to do all 5. I mean, if you feel called to, that's fantastic. The idea is that we have more than 5 different types of people in our congregation. Surely we can cover all 5 with all of us, right? And in all these ways we will share the good news. If we're doing what is right, if we're persevering in God's way, it's all going to work out. We do what we do not because of the results. We do what we do because of what we believe, and the results come. So, with that, one more summary before the while it's going long. One more summary, just like a mini sermon. One more summary before we go. Cut yourself some grace. Educate, listen, gather information, okay, about communal needs, ourselves, gifts, etc. Bring to the community. So we work together so we can give support to each other, engage, and then share this good news. And share what we're up to and invite people in. Live out this faith. That's what you can do. I look forward to hearing what God is calling us to from you. Have a good weekend.